Hello and welcome to another ShedNet nostalgia video, and today, as you can see, we've got all of Nintendo's home consoles from the NES to the Wii U, and I've got Gareth with me and Kieran, and we're just going to go over some memories and whatnot and just talk about some stuff. So we'll start off with the NES, which came out in '86 in Europe. We're going to go with European release dates because we're
European.
Yeah, we're in Europe.
Makes more sense.
So yeah, and none of us were old enough.
No.
None of us are old enough.
Born.
None of us were born
No.
back then, so yeah. But I literally got this today, so
Today?
yeah, I got it today through the post.
Oh, nice.
But everybody's played
It's good,
Mario
Nick.
Brothers, and yeah, it isn't good, Nick. I got Zelda with it.
Oh, nice.
Mario Brothers,
Awesome
Mario 3,
cartridge.
yeah, the awesome gold cartridge, iconic, and it just came out with a lot of iconic games. Like we've all played a Mario game, if not that Mario game in some form.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the legacy of that game.
Defined consoles in
And
itself.
yeah.
I would say the game Mario. If you ask anyone on the street, name me one video game, it's Super Mario.
Yeah,
Bros.
Mario
Nine times
is
out of 10.
Mario is like, I don't know, the mascot for video games, isn't he? It's
Absolutely.
just
Yeah,
the
probably
guy.
the most popular video
He's
game
the- yeah,
character of all time.
probably, yeah. And the NES came out in '86 over here, and it came out in a, I don't know, it came out in a bad time. It was in a bit of a, I don't know, video games had come out, the Atari had failed with ET, and nobody trusted video games. Nobody wanted to go to them. So that's why it's called the entertainment system, because it hid itself from that video game title.
I didn't know that.
That's why it came out. Yeah, it's the entertainment system. It came with, you could get one with a Rob, or you could get one with the Zapper guns. Have you seen Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could get a bundle with Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and that came with a Zapper. They all kind of came with a toy to hide that it was a video game system that plugged into your TV, and it did well because of it.
I want a toy if I was going to buy a
Yeah,
console.
yeah,
Yeah, well, you have to remember this is a time where everyone went to an arcade. Like,
Yeah.
how many people do you know
Yeah.
now go to an arcade
Yeah.
to play computer
Nobody
games?
goes
How many
to
Nobody.
arcades
yeah.
can you think of?
Yeah.
No, exactly. So what people would do would take some money. Well, I'm not even sure if there was that much of a thing in this country, arcades.
I
Really?
don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
It probably was.
Yeah.
If there was no other form of entertainment in the games,
Yeah.
there must have been.
But the original point being that it was quite a new phenomenon
Yeah.
to have something you could play at
Games
home
in your home, yeah.
on your own TV.
Because it had all the iconic arcade games on it as well, like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man. You could play them all on NES
No,
in your
absolutely.
house.
Absolutely. If
For
you
one
could.
price, you buy the game, and it's yours then. Like games now, which have gone back like that. You have to, you buy the game, you get DLC.
Let's say that's for another day.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. Anyway.
I mean, imagine how amazing it would have been to been living through the arcade generation, then you can finally bring home a console.
Yeah.
Like, it must have been such a revolutionary
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Because the Atari had passed, and the games were in 8-bit, which today look... Well, they still look
Well,
good.
the retro.
They still look
Well,
good.
you see
They're
a lot
retro.
of
It's their own style.
what do you
Yeah.
call it, the indie.
Yeah, people
the
are going
indie
back
games.
to 8-bit games now, aren't they? But back then it was revolutionary.
Yeah,
Like people used to the Atari 2600 and it didn't look that good. But
absolutely.
yeah,
As a piece of technology, it's revolutionised gaming.
it has.
Not
yeah.
revolutionised. It started it really.
Yeah,
grandfather.
all the iconic titles on it, like Mario Brothers side-scrolling, Zelda, which is probably the first open-world game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
And
the
they've
classic-
both gone on to still be extremely
They're-
relevant.
yeah, they're
today.
still relevant
Yep.
today. Like what Zelda WiiU is coming out in 2017, and people are getting really excited for it.
All the time. Pretty sure
Yeah.
they announced it in 2012 or something stupid like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the Nintendo way.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we'll move on to the Super Nintendo now. If I go check with my facts, it came out in 1992. Which
Which
we were
we
still,
still weren't
we're still too
following.
young. We're still too young, but anyway, yeah, I got one when I was 3, which would probably be 95. Because my brother had one. This is my brother's Super Nintendo,
Yep.
and I had this all the way through. I completely skipped the N64.
Really?
Yeah, N64, PlayStation. I didn't have one. I was still playing Super Nintendo.
So
Alright,
tell
that's
us about your earliest memory of playing with Super Nintendo.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart is such a good game. I played that for hours and hours on end. There were so many good games actually as well, because Mario All Stars as well came out on it, and that was a collection of Mario 1, 2, the other version of 2, 3, and 4, all on one cartridge as like a remastered. Because people are complaining these days as well because of like, Oh,
Remaster.
too many remasters coming out, but the remasters were a thing back then as well.
Yeah.
I've got one like on the Super Nintendo, so yeah.
No, but tell us about. So you said you skipped Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So you must have thought about, I assume, a GameCube afterwards.
No, I had a PlayStation.
PlayStation
I had a
2.
PlayStation 2. Yeah.
But like, so tell us about when you were sort of towards the end of the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
life. Were the games getting a bit stale? Were they? Or
They never
you
got
just
stale.
need-
I only had. Okay, I could probably name the games. I had Mario All Stars,
Yep.
NBA,
Yeah.
which I didn't play that much of. Tough Enough, which was a fighting game. It was like a Street Fighter rip.
Did you have Street Fighter?
I didn't have Street Fighter, no. I had Donkey Kong Country, which is in, and Super Mario Kart. So
Yeah.
they were the 5 games I had, and I played them all the way till the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you get absorbed into things like that, don't you?
Yeah, it's
Repetitiveness is
This
a.
is why we never beat
Yeah.
you at Super Mario Kart. So I was playing it for about 12 years.
But I had handhelds. I had like Game Boy Color in between that time as well, and I played N64 games. Like all my mates had an N64 or a PlayStation, so I still managed to play all those games.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Have any of you guys?
No, we didn't.
Well, my
Have you
uncle
not-
had one, so like he'd bring it round every now and again.
Yeah,
But he had like all I remember ever playing is Street Fighter 2.
that's a brilliant game on it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Street Fighter
that's
2 is such a good game on
My
Super
favorite
Nintendo.
game on the SNES,
Yeah,
and it still holds up now. It's such a
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still a really
yeah.
good game.
yeah. So you've not played any of the classic titles from
I played Star Fox.
the Lilac
Yeah.
Wars? Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that's a good game. Which again was a revolutionising game. It was the first on-rail kind of 3D game
Yeah.
where you were looking from behind and you could see the ship. The game, like the cartridge, had its own chip built in, so the game could make that happen
Oh, wow.
because the system itself wasn't powerful enough to cope with it.
But not in the same style as some games from Nintendo 64 needed the expansion pack.
Yeah, it's a similar way, but they were
But in the actual
built into the
cartridge.
cartridge.
Oh, right, okay, that
yeah,
makes sense. All right.
back in the days when you had to like
Oh, yeah,
blow in
that was
a
still-
cartridge.
It's
Yeah,
fixed.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it says on the back somewhere like "Do not
Do not-
blow." Yeah, do not blow.
It's rubbish. Just
Yeah.
blow it. It works.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, well,
worked every
if the NX comes back with cartridges,
Yeah,
that's the thing I'm most looking
yeah,
forward to.
yeah, but I'm going to be blowing in them couches all day,
All day.
all day. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope they call it the Nintendo as well, or
Just
some,
the Nintendo.
or the Nintendo Entertainment System 1 or something.
No, they can't do that.
No, they
It'll
can't
be
do
something
that.
like N1 or something.
Yeah.
No, that's
N1.
Xbox One, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, they
do
can't call
that.
anything one. That's taken.
N2. No, that's a bit too. But my earliest memory, by far, has to be Nintendo 64.
Okay, yeah,
Because-
we'll move on to the Nintendo 64 then. Let that be a.
Oh, right, because
That's
I
a
just
segue,
feel like
yeah,
I should
segue.
contribute- because the well, not even playing it, just watching, just hours watching my brother play all these games, and by the time he got bored of playing them in the evening, I would have fallen asleep. So normally if we got a new game, it would be weeks until I played them. But I remember I think we got Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of
Ocarina of
Time,
Time.
of course.
Classic.
Yeah, even I played that. I didn't have an N64.
On a
Spent hours on
launch
it.
title. We got stuck somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but it was after it was when you were the child,
Right.
not the child. Link as a child, and we just had no idea how to carry on the game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so we just stopped playing it for about 3-4
A lot.
years.
I did that. I did that. Yeah, a lot of people have done that. I know a lot of people our age that did that.
I did something similar, but it wasn't with Ocarina. It was with Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
and I got to a point. I think it was like the reset thing where you play
Yeah.
3 days and it resets.
Yeah.
That just confused the hell out of
Yeah.
my little brain.
Yeah.
So just left it. Came
Yeah.
back about 10 years later and
Yeah,
finished it.
yeah. So a little backstory on the N64. It came out in 1997 in the UK. So yeah, we're definitely old enough to have played
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Except I didn't play it.
Or old enough to watch your
Yeah.
older brother.
Yeah,
Play it.
yeah.
I had one. I don't know when I had it, but I definitely remember getting it for Christmas. And I opened
Yeah.
the box. It's,
Nintendo
oh my God.
64.
The thing about that is I don't remember knowing what a Nintendo was before that.
You know, so that was your first Nintendo experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you play any of the?
It came with Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
remember. I don't remember anything else that was with it. But I ended up with like a pile of games like that big.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of N64 like throughout my
Yeah.
life. I still play it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of games came out for
Oh.
this system, like classic games, like truly classic games that you'll see them in like top 5 lists all times, like GoldenEye, Ocarina of
Oh,
Time,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Super
But-
Mario 64.
If you try play GoldenEye
Oh,
now,
my-
Yeah,
oh my
GoldenEye is hideous.
That does not hold up
No,
at all.
no. But back then,
Yeah,
back
back then,
then-
it sort of was its own thing, yeah, because
Yeah.
they've done something similar to that before.
and the multiplayer in it as well, just running around, karate chopping people,
yeah.
getting a gun, big
I-
head cheat.
I have some friends who still stick with the inverted
Oh,
way
because- yeah.
on shooters because that's what they grew up with.
Yeah.
With the Nintendo 64.
Well,
with GoldenEye.
we grew up with that, but do any of you guys use inverted?
No, I hate
I don't.
it.
Yeah, I
I
don't
hate
use
inverted
inverted either.
controls.
No, but back then that was the thing, wasn't it?
But what I loved about Nintendo 64 was the odd one-off games that some people, if they had heard of them and played them, absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
But had you ever heard of Snowboard
I was
Kids?
literally about to say that. I was like, lined that up. That's what came to mind straight away. Yeah, that's such a good
Snowboard
game.
Kids
It's such a good game.
was Mario Kart on snowboards. So it was. Have you played it, Dad?
I've not played this.
So,
no.
oh, we're gonna have to play it sometime.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Okay.
I'll
It's
do
so
a let's
good.
play.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically Mario Kart. You only had a choice of 4 characters,
Yeah.
and 3 of them okay, but one was the fat character. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
And he had low control, but was really fast. You know, so it was the same sort of mechanics as
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But it was just strange. It was a strange idea because
Yeah.
it was just
It worked.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really worked.
Well, that's the thing I find with old games as well. Like strange ideas seem to work well
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
and sell well. They were given the chance.
Anything that's original in some way.
Yeah,
is
seemed
gonna
to
find
work.
an
Yeah, it
audience
seemed to
somewhere.
work out back then more than it does now. Like these days, it's like Mario and Zelda are still going. We've got Splatoon, which worked really well recently.
Yeah.
But other than that, they stick
They stick
classic
to yeah.
characters. Yeah. So you've still got your Donkey Kongs, your Zeldas, Mario's.
Yoshi.
Did
Yeah.
did Rare make Snowboard Kids?
Did
Might
they?
have done.
I can't-
Actually,
I'm
that
trying to
rings
think
a
of the
bell.
developer.
That rings a
See,
bell.
Rare
Or
was
it
like-
Acclaim? Might have been Acclaim.
Which is now Activision, aren't they?
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Is it?
Acclaim. Yeah, Acclaim's Activision now.
But there was the other similar snowboarding game. Was that on Nintendo 64?
That
Do you
was the
remember?
1080.
know?
1080. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Or was it 1060? I thought.
It
It
was-
I
was,
don't remember that one.
1080, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
but that just wasn't as good.
No, I'm
It didn't
thinking
have
of
all the-
resolutions now, aren't I? Like 1080p or whatever. No, I'm pretty sure it was 1080 though, actually.
Was it
That would make sense because a 1080 is like.
Yeah, there we go then. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good game as well.
Yeah, that was. So it was the one-offs like that, which
Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo
Such a good
Kazooie.
game. So good.
So
Yeah.
good. I was terrified of it when I was a kid though.
The witch
Absolutely.
scared
The-
me.
yeah.
Oh my god, I was terrified. But like that again.
It was just kind of a copy of Mario 64, but worked really, really well. It had its own control scheme and everything.
Yeah,
It
and
was
I
a brilliant
think I
game.
played my first Star Wars games on this console as well.
Oh, what Star Wars game?
There was
it?
the Pod Racer,
Oh yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
Pod
yeah.
Racer,
Pod
oh,
Racer's
yeah.
classic.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's another one. I think it's called Shadow of the Empire.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's a
I
first-person
played.
shooter.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
Oh, yeah.
that's really really
I've
good.
not
That's
played
so
that.
Good.
I remember one where it's in Hoth, and if you accidentally open the cages, those
The
the
Wampus
the
car.
Wampus
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Oh, that
Oh
was
my God,
terrifying
yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, that's a scary game. Playing it as a kid.
But this is another one that it definitely made by Rare. Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong
was
Racing.
brilliant.
Oh.
It was brilliant. Yeah, another like Mario Kart type game.
It was just Mario Kart
with
rip-off.
yeah, with weapons, but I don't know. There's something about it. You could ride boats in it as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was the
Fly
hovercrafts
Yeah,
and the planes, and it was just the different types of
yeah.
courses. It was,
And the courses were really well made as well. They were good courses.
I
to run.
think it was quite popular because it was different from Mario for a change.
Yeah,
Because we had
yeah.
Mario Kart
Yeah,
before, and the same mechanics
Yeah.
on 64, and I think it was a lot more. I don't know. It was more of a story to it as well.
yeah. Yeah,
Well, I say
yeah.
story.
There was like a social hub, wasn't there? That not social hub, but like a social hub as we know it these days. Like, you know what I mean? Like where you could go and spend your money and
Oh,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
go and you have to do certain. Well,
yeah.
I think it was
like quests. Kind
Yeah,
of
it was
thing,
quests,
yeah,
and then
for certain characters and
to
stuff.
try and race Whizpig.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoilers, but Whizpig was.
That race was brilliant at the end, wasn't it?
It's just the music. The music made it.
yeah, yeah.
But
But let's not forget, we were playing all these games on an analog stick for the first time.
That's
there
Yeah.
was no
Good
analog
yeah.
stick, and you might have had a rumble pack.
I
Yes.
did not have a remote.
So you had a rumble pack, vibrating control
Yeah.
for the first time.
yeah,
So yeah,
broke the fourth wall.
and it's just the weirdest design for a controller
It's-
at,
yeah.
at that time.
yeah,
Like this part of the controller must be the most least used. Unless you were playing with like someone older, they would always hold it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
All the kids and the pros would always hold it like that.
Yeah.
And then you'd have the dad or someone holding it like that.
But that analog stick is lethal.
It is lethal,
There's some mini games on Mario Party and Mario Party 2 where you need to.
I know what you're gonna say now. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
need to,
King
you
of
need to
that.
do this just as fast as you can, swirling it.
Just rotate
and
it.
I used to lose skin on my palms, like just be red from just trying to beat my brother's high scores.
Well, it works because we can't beat you on it, bloody now.
Yeah.
And you could also plug Game Boy Color games into it as well.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
transport your Pokemon to Pokemon Stadium from
yeah.
Red and Blue on your Game Boy.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
oh,
And you could even just play Pokemon Red or
Yeah,
Blue on
on
a big screen.
yeah.
That
There's
was
so
really
many,
good.
so many little cool features. But those features also carried on to the GameCube, which we'll talk about next. And so the GameCube had the same kind of feature where there was an attachment. So if you look at it, underneath there are so many like little cabins for stuff.
Cabins.
And so you could plug your Game Boy Advance into one of these as well and play your Game Boy Advance games
I
on
have
the
to
big
admit,
screen.
I pretty much completely skipped over the GameCube.
Did you?
I think I've played 2 games on a GameCube. One is Mario Sunshine, and one is Smash Bros.
Mario Sunshine is brilliant, and Smash Bros. Melee to this day is still the competitive Smash Bros. Game. The esport version, people still go to Melee these days for
Yeah.
it.
So why is it Melee and not the 64 version?
Because Melee's faster. Melee's faster, and the characters are more balanced. I think that's the reason that they
Yeah.
go for it. So yeah,
God, how did we not mention Smash Bros?
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's just-
Smash
I think
Bros.
fine.
was as big of a thing on N64 as it was on.
I did spend a lot of
I
time.
Did you?
spent a bit of time. I didn't own it, but my friend did.
I didn't
So-
own it, and none of my friends owned Smash Bros.
Really?
I didn't hear about Smash Bros. Till Melee. Smash Bros. Just wasn't a thing till Melee for me.
But I think that just shows how rich the choice of games were,
Yeah,
were
yeah,
for
there's
Nintendo
such-
64 because
like
we
that
completely
was
forgot.
that was a mashup with all of the Nintendo characters in it, and
Yeah.
I completely missed it.
I know.
And all my mates missed it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's quite unbelievable. But anyway, the GameCube came out in Europe in 2002. That seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about the same time as the PlayStation, I think.
yeah.
Was it around that time?
Yeah,
it was around
yeah,
that time.
yeah.
Yeah.
2000, I think the PlayStation was. It was 2 years after. And I think it is more powerful, but it didn't do half as well. But it's still a brilliant system. It still did well.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
PS2, everyone had it.
Yeah, everyone had
Everyone
PS2.
had it.
But did you have a GameCube?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
I did not have a GameCube.
Oh yeah, you've already said you didn't have a GameCube. So many games you missed out on GameCube as well. Like, there's a load of good Star Wars games on GameCube.
Rogue
Yes,
Squadron.
Rogue
yeah,
Squadron,
yeah.
yeah.
Rogue Squadron. Oh.
Jedi Outcast. I think that's on PC.
Yeah, I've
but
actually played that on PC.
yeah, and I think Jedi Outcast 2's on there as well. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
too
played
sure.
all the Jedi Outcast.
Have
I
you?
played all those,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they were on GameCube. They weren't out on PlayStation.
I did not know
yet.
that they were originally on GameCube.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they were originally, I don't know if they came out at the same time, but
Alright.
they definitely were. I know Rogue Squadron was a launch title for GameCube. So,
So I'm learning so much.
yeah.
But I think the GameCube was, since it came a few years after the PS2, I think it had to reinvent itself in terms of the games a little bit
Yeah.
to try and attract people who maybe might have had a Nintendo 64. That's why I think the Super Mario Sunshine was so different.
yeah.
We didn't even
The
mention
Legend of
Super Mario
Zelda game.
64.
I mentioned it. I mentioned that it was a
okay,
classic
okay.
game.
The thing is, if we started going about the Mario,
yeah,
Super
yeah,
Mario
I know,
64, people would be like,
It's got
oh,
to get a mention though, just
boring.
to squeeze
oh yeah,
that
absolutely.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mario Sunshine definitely carried over. Well, I don't know. A lot of people didn't like Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
They didn't like the whole jetpack. You've played it.
I played it. I enjoyed it, but
Yeah,
I
I
didn't play
really
too much of it
enjoyed
because I didn't own it.
No, I really enjoyed it. It looked really good as well, and yeah, it was a good game. It was different.
It's a good soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic soundtrack.
Bum, 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 bum,
Let's
bum.
not get.
We could do this all day.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and there was. Did you play? You played Zelda Wind Waker?
Oh, absolutely.
That was another good game. A lot of people didn't.
Purely
Like
because
the
the graphics, I
The
think.
graphics, yeah, because when they announced the GameCube, they showed a demo of a Zelda game. Have you seen it?
Oh no, no.
They showed a
not
fight
demo, no.
between Zelda and Ganon on like, oh, this is what the GameCube can do, and it was ultra realistic GameCube graphics.
Right.
And then they brought out Wind Waker. That's what they announced. So
Okay.
people were really pissed off because they showed this really cool looking Zelda game that would carry on what Ocarina of Time did, but instead they brought out Wind Waker.
But
Yeah, Wind Waker is brilliant. It's
Yeah.
probably it is.
it's
I
a
don't
Do
know.
beautiful
you
game
reckon?
as
Do you
well.
reckon it wasn't as popular just purely because
Because of the
graphics?
the graphics. I think the graphics put a lot of people off.
I really like the style, the art style, the
Yeah.
cell shaded stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I wouldn't change that.
It's
at all,
timeless.
'cause yeah,
It's
it's
timeless. You can go back to it now. Well, there's the HD remake now, but
Yeah, I played that a little bit.
have you?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think also as well, going with the GameCube, you know, slightly changing ideas a little bit were the Pokemon games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was it? Pokemon Colosseum,
yeah.
and XD Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play the latter one.
Yeah.
XD.
Yeah.
But Colosseum, I wasn't sure. Maybe
Nah.
maybe it's too.
I really
different.
liked it because I really like Pokemon now, but back then I was ultra
Yeah.
Pokemon for life. Like, and I loved it. I loved the whole because it was just a Pokemon game, but a lot of people didn't like it
The
because
Shadow.
yeah, there was no wild Pokemon. Yeah, there was a few in XD,
That's what yeah.
but there was no wild Pokemon. You had to capture. Did you play it?
Nope.
You had to
Never played
capture. So basically, the plot of the game was Team Rocket or whatever they were called then in that game was stealing Pokemon and turning them into Shadow Pokemon,
Right.
which were stronger versions of themselves. But you could capture Shadow Pokemon off other trainers. So that's how you caught Pokemon.
Yeah,
Right.
it's quite a weird concept.
So then,
isn't
did
it?
you use them as shadow Pokemon? Or
Yeah,
did they
but
revert?
then you had to purify them.
Right. Okay.
But once you'd purified them, you could send them over to your Game Boy Advance version of the game.
That's all right.
Yeah, which is another feature that GameCube stuck with. That it had a lot of wires and stuff that you could do with it, and you could connect it to your Game Boy Advance, and you could play your Game Boy Advance games on it, as I mentioned
That's
before.
something that Nintendo have always been good with is cross
Yeah,
functionality with the handhelds.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
but it's I'm not. Oh, actually no, it's not the first. I was gonna say it's the first console that doesn't. Nintendo console that doesn't have backwards compatibility, but
It's the first Nintendo console that doesn't use a cartridge.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And it had a wireless controller. First,
Boom.
I don't know if it's the first wireless controller. I doubt that. but
I couldn't say.
No, I can imagine.
yeah, but it's old
PS2
because
one.
you can tell it's old because it's got like channels, frequencies to the wireless like, from 1 to 10.
You set it to 1 and the car just starts like driving.
Yeah, it's 1 to 16, I think. Yeah. So 1 to 16. There's 16 different
Bloody
channels on
hell.
it. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that was it's got a handle on it so
Yeah,
you can
no,
carry it
it's
around. So I could probably throw this across the room now.
Why would you want to?
I wouldn't. I don't. I don't want to, but I could probably throw it across the room and it'd still work perfectly
Even
fine.
Nintendo's consoles are bloody portable.
Yeah.
Can't stay away
Yeah.
from it.
A lot of people called it the handbag before it came out.
Alright, okay.
That was its like little code name. Anyway, we'll move on to the Wii next, which everybody had a Wii then, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody knows
Fit, at least.
a Wii Fit.
I did not have a Wii Fit. No,
I've got a Wii Fit.
I do not have time for that.
I barely used it though, but anyway, the Wii came out in 2006, and I fell in love with it when it came out.
I didn't have it.
Did you
to
not?
start with, no. A couple of years. I waited.
I remember like I almost didn't get one. I pre-ordered one because if you didn't get one in the first 2 weeks of it coming out, you weren't getting one before Christmas.
No.
I remember it came out in December 8th. It was. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I don't know
December
why that date stuck with me.
Because it meant
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause-
At the time, it did. And if you didn't get this console in the first 2 weeks, you weren't getting one for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they were out of stock for a good till the January after. Like end of January, you couldn't get one till.
I was one of those. I had to wait.
Oh, did you have to wait?
Yeah, I
did you?
had to
Oh,
wait.
okay.
And then I remember coming back from school one day and it was there and I was just so excited. Oh,
Did you get Zelda with it as well?
Yeah.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
Yeah, Twilight
Twilight
No, that's
Princess.
a really good game.
Yeah, another situation like that happening with the Wii U version, isn't there? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, Zelda Twilight Princess was supposed to be a GameCube game, but it came out on Wii as well because it was pushed back that.
it was pushed
It's
back
pushed
so
back,
many
yeah.
times.
Yeah. But anyway,
Well,
so
wait.
going back to the Wii, motion controls were a big deal.
Yes.
Did you like? Were you sold on it?
I really like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And then put into practice, a lot of time it was good,
Yeah.
but a lot of time it was absolute shit.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Wii. I found that the good games were getting harder to find
Yeah.
as the longer it stayed out for because you started getting all these dance parties and
God,
Oh.
yeah. Because it was such a mainstream hit.
yeah.
Like no other console to be before, I think, that they could release all these dance games and all these singing games,
Yeah.
and all that rubbish, and people eat them up. Yeah.
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 I think they were selling. What was the big one? The dance one. What's it called?
There was a Michael Jackson one. I don't know.
Yeah,
If that
was
a
it
big
just dance? Just
I
sing,
think maybe.
sing,
I
star.
didn't buy one.
We
That's-
owned it.
I think it was just dance anyway. But they were still making those games for the Wii. I don't know. I think the last one came out maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah.
For the Wii, a Just Dance game. Yeah, they're still making them because they're still selling. They're still selling. They were still charting at the time.
Who's buying those games?
All those casual people that have a Wii and want to dance.
Filthy casuals.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the word to describe the Wii. The filthy casuals.
Yeah,
sure.
that's a good
And
description.
But on the other, like, don't be so doom and gloom.
Oh,
you have
no.
to think of like
No.
WarioWare.
The remote control. Hold the 4 baton straight, with the tip pointing forward. This simple stance reflects one of life's fiercest and greatest sports.
WarioWare.
WarioWare
Smooth
made
moves.
full
Yeah.
use of the motion controls.
Yeah.
Wii Sports as well.
Wii Sports.
It was in the box with the game.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the with the
One of
console.
the best games on the console.
One of. One of.
Yeah, one of.
One of.
Yeah, one of. Yeah.
Well, even again, Mario Kart. That's the problem with talking about Nintendo. You always come back to
Yeah,
the
because
core.
they change
Yeah.
everything about
Yeah.
like how they present their games, but in the end, it's always the same themes and same
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Probably
played it. It just played in a different style, aren't they? Like the controllers, or that graphic style, or that the gimmick. I don't like using the gimmick. I don't.
But that's what it is. Yeah.
It is a gimmick,
always
but I
the
hate using that
What
word.
was
to
the
describe
Mario
it.
Kart 7 gimmick? Was it gliders?
Yeah.
Yes.
First gliders.
I think so. Is that the DS? That's the 3DS one, isn't it?
3DS.
Yeah, the gliders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the gimmick. But they've stuck with the gliders. Gliders are still a thing.
Yeah.
Well, the Wii one's this one with motorbikes, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the gimmick.
Yeah.
No, I would say the gimmick is actually using it as a steering
Oh
wheel.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that actually.
Yeah, but
Which
that-
is weird, but because like if you were on a motorbike, you wouldn't use it as a steering wheel.
No, it's true.
That's what I'd always play.
Yes.
Yeah, have a little Wii like this, and just lean side to side.
Yeah, but I remember Mario Kart came quite late into the Wii's.
Oh yeah.
The Wii had been out a couple of years before a Mario Kart game came out. Yeah, so.
I didn't really like playing Mario Kart with the with moving control.
But you could play it with a GameCube controller.
Yeah, so I-
that was a cool thing as well. It's got the ports on top straight for it. It's a GameCube on top. 4 GameCube controller ports and 2 memory cards slots. Can't go wrong.
So
And the Virtual Console. We can't forget about the Virtual Console, which let you play all of these games on one system. You could download them.
not
for
all
it.
of them.
Well,
Very
yes,
many of
yeah,
them. The ones you want to play.
the ones you want to play.
Right. Big question. Wii, massive success. Wii U, not. Why?
Because they called it the WiiU. People,
Yeah,
if
I
the
hate
Wii,
that.
like towards the end of the Wii's lifespan, nobody cared for it, and then they called the Wii U the Wii U, and people just thought it was an add-on for the Wii.
Yeah, and I've played this a lot with the gamepad. I'm in front of people who don't know much about consoles, and they'll ask me, "What's that? What's that?
Yeah, people
what's
have
that tablet you got there?"
Yeah, people
They
have
no idea.
no idea what the Wii U is, and I don't think Nintendo even know what the Wii U is. Star Fox
No.
is probably the first game that actually really truly uses the gamepad. As control.
I remember
yeah.
when they advertised it first, the idea was, oh, you could play it on the big screen, and then if someone comes to watch a baseball game, it would come, and then you'd be able to play it on the
The
Yeah,
gamepad.
you switch it over,
But
yeah.
yeah, you can do that, which is brilliant. You can do that for a lot of games. There are some that can't do that, but
But I hardly ever use that ever.
no, I hardly ever use it ever. I prefer using my TV.
Yeah,
Um,
just turn it off.
I've got my own TV, yeah, so nobody's coming in and using my TV.
Yeah, now we've grown up, we don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Mum coming in to watch Coronation Street.
Ooh, Coronation Street.
So yeah, the Wii U's, I don't know, you can tell that it's a failure because it's the first ever Nintendo console that's not going to have its own dedicated Zelda game.
Yeah, no, it's quite sad.
There is no
That's
Zelda
great.
game coming to the Wii U that's
There
exclusive.
will be, but it won't be exclusive. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, it's coming out on NX. Like, Twilight Princess came out on Wii and GameCube, but GameCube had Wind Waker, so...
Yeah.
But stats are showing that those people that have a Wii U love it.
Yeah, I
'Cause
enjoyed my
yeah,
time with the Wii U.
like, I can't remember what the percentage is exactly, but something like 70% of Wii U owners own Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And the same goes with Splatoon as well. Splatoon sold really high, and that's a new IP for Nintendo.
Things as much as I enjoyed playing the Wii U, I could not see myself going out and buying one.
Is that because of the NX or because...
It's a little bit of both. Like, I think I'm not sure. I think that's we could talk about that for half an hour probably.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
pros and cons of the Wii U.
Yeah.
Which we do not have time for.
Anyway, yeah, So we're running out of time here, but this was our Nintendo nostalgia video. We talked, we covered a lot of stuff. So
Not Super Smash Bros.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, we mentioned Smash Bros. Anyway, okay, join us again. We'll have another nostalgia video. Stay with ShedNet.